Well, it's a glorious day. Nice and clear skies. I should be able to get a lot done today. The other day it just kept raining and raining. At the end I couldn't record anything because it was just raining. But I got as far as putting this plastic on, and that's held. Got things like a dead rat to sort out. Yeah. I've got to dig up this lot today, so it's not going to be very exciting. And the neighbours 2 allotments over have just turned up with a party to trim their allotment, so I'll not have a quiet minute, I don't think. The greenhouse, everything seems to be doing fine. These courgettes that I potted up the other day, they're doing fine. Even the tomatoes that looked a little bit sickly have picked up a bit. This lot are all fine. I think this lot could do with a good watering, but apart from that, everything seems to be fine. Right, I'll have to shout over the top of the strimmer because they just don't stop. I had this bath covered with this plastic and some radish seeds, and I put in the lettuce and the beetroot and covered it with the plastic, and the radish has come up. Compared to these which were sown at the same time, and nothing has come up. No radishes, nothing, because obviously they've been exposed to the cold weather. And interestingly, those lettuces seem smaller than the ones in the bath, just because they've had that little bit of extra protection from the plastic. So low tunnels obviously do make a difference. But now we've got quite a few warm days and those radishes have germinated, so I'm going to take the plastic off, or leave it off, and just put some netting on it. Otherwise I'll come in tomorrow and there'll be nothing left because the pigeons will have nicked it all. It's amazing, this celery. We have had torrential rain. This barrel was empty 3 days ago, and look at it. Well, the celery is dry as a bone. Look at it, it's limp. You're saying, I need watering, I need watering. It's had all this rain. It's amazing, this stuff, the celery. It just sucks water. I don't know what celery does with all this water. It just seems to suck up water no matter how much you give it. It's always thirsty. It's another overcast day, but hopefully it shouldn't rain and I can get on with a few jobs. And as usual, I was rushing to finish a job, and I didn't get around to filming it at the end of the day because I was racing daylight. I didn't get around to it because it was dark by the time I'd almost finished. This fruit bed, most of the raspberries have gone now, and there's still bits of tufts of grass and things that I've got to dig up and put into these barrels. I'll put something on these and they can rot down over the summer, and next year I'll be able to put something into these 2 barrels because they will be more or less full and I can just top it off. So this is all done. The wire and this wire are for supporting the loganberry that's going to go here. It's going to go from there to there, and that's the raspberries I've dug up. So there's a little bit left, and it was raining heavily yesterday so I didn't come in, and the ground is still a little bit damper than I'd like, so I'll give it a little bit of time to dry out a bit more. I mean, it's not supposed to rain today or tomorrow, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it, so I'm going to try and finish the rest of it off today. I mean, these have still got brown bits of bindweed. I'll sort those out. These are all from last year, so I'll sort those out. But yeah, this just looks a little bit better. And once I've cleared these last few out, now I've done the front, so it should look a lot better. And I'm digging this old horrible edging. It's all rotten old stuff, so that needs to go. And you know, there's bits hammered into the ground like this thing, which I'll have to dig out, but that's alright. I can do that, and then I can sort this lot out. And this lot, I'm going to put them in a builder's bag with all the other weeds and stuff, and by the end of the year all this will be compost, and then the woody bits I'll just burn. Right, I'm going to fix this greenhouse by putting pieces of wood that will connect that piece. This one is the one that was broken, so we've repaired this, but I'm going to connect to this one, which is still good and strong, and I've tested it, and that's okay. So I'm going to take a piece of the pallet wood and connect that, and it'll go right across, and it will connect to this end, which is a bit dodgy because we've got nothing else to screw it onto, because all that wood down there is all rotten. I start talking, a helicopter turns up. Typical. So that's done. This is now connected to that, so it should hold that together. Now I've left this long piece here. I didn't cut it there in case the greenhouse still wobbles a bit. This corner, I can get a stake and hammer that into the ground and then connect this into the stake. So that's why I've left this long piece. It's not laziness, that's deliberate. But yeah, that should hold it in place. And this one in the middle is too far gone to screw into, so I'm not bothered screwing that in, but it'll hold it in place. Once I started wobbling this one, I realised I really don't need to put one at the top there. I think it'll be fine.